Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you so much for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I am giving away 2 free readings as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. Today we're asking the question, how do others see you? And I decided to pull some of my advice from the unicorn calendar pages that I have. Pile one is pay close attention to the substances or things that you feel you cannot live without. Our addictions can become our burdens. Pile number 2 is get comfortable with the unplanned. Pile number 3 is make this look easy. And pile number 4 is be bigger and better than your situation. Now, I also had a recent reading in which 2 of these same ones came up, so that might apply to you. And since they're all paper thin and I have this many of them, I felt that it was a little bit of a coincidence. So if they appeal to you, you may want to check out that other reading. That might be, I think that it was either how are they feeling about you right now, or it might have been, yeah, I think it was how they were feeling about you right now. So if that it seems like it'd apply to you, it might be worth checking it out. So thank you so much, my gorgeous, beautiful, and talented people. Oh, my gorgeous pile ones. You got pay close attention to the substances or things that you feel you cannot live without. Cannot, I'm sorry, our addictions can become our burdens. And I got these pages from a calendar that a friend gave me. How do others see you? Pile number 1. Queen of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. And the Star. So some people see you as fiery. They see you as somebody who has inspiration. They may see you as somebody who's very creative. But the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Now, this may be not true, but it is how some people perceive you. Some people perceive you as having all this. Okay, I'm getting beauty. I mean, male or female, like having like this desirability, having all this inspiration, but still, like they see you as somebody. Who lives in grief and regret. And I think they also see you as somebody that has accepted a lot less than what you're worth. And sometimes because people can see that you have this fire, people do see that you, like, people do see you and just, they know you're special. It's not that they think that you're special, like they know you're special. So people, are you healing? It's like people have hope. People think that no matter what, you're going to be able to pull it out. Empress. Are you the Empress? Is somebody else the Empress? Ooh, maybe somebody else is the Empress. The Empress is somebody who's creative as well, somebody who is abundant, somebody who very much attracts in abundance. It's, it has more of the receptive energy than the Emperor does, but still that access to, is this is this a love interest? It's like this is not necessarily a love interest. For some of you, it might be. Um, this could be a mother figure. Okay, this could be a mother figure. Did you lose this person? Not necessarily. I mean, it's possible that some of you did. There is loss, there is grief. Um, but I feel like for the vast majority that that's not the case. But I feel like it's really important that you know you're loved. There's something about you needing to really understand that you're loved. Seven of Wands. I mean, some of you may be dealing, there's different levels to addiction. I mean, there can be drugs, there could be, alcohol. You could just be doing things that you know aren't healthy for you. Anything from, anything that you take to a point where it's supposed to, where, because some of you, and maybe because you don't feel fully loved, some of you are kind of lost in the pain, or at least that's what people see. This is also an addiction card. But I don't know, did you guys have addiction in your family? Not necessarily, but it might be the case. No matter what it is, no matter whether it be a substance, a person, some of you, it might be a person that's really not healthy for you, but there's something that you may keep coming back to that doesn't serve you. However, this is a healing card. This is a healing card. Have you stopped? I feel like people are very convinced, like they're convinced that no matter, like people are convinced that you're going to overcome. Like they are. They do see you in a place that's not a good place, and they see you maybe holding on to things that aren't healthy for you. But they feel like you're going to have a whole new life. You're going to turn a whole new leaf. And I have the I just looked down and I realized that the Six of Cups was just flipped over on the top of the deck. So I feel obliged to take that. you still have strong connections. You still have people, I feel like you have people from your past that, people, people really believe in you. People do see that you might be doing something or holding on to something that's not healthy, but people don't want to let go of you. People want to love and nurture you. People want to be with you, until you guys respectively grow old together. Um, but it's like they know that there's some healing that needs to happen, and they know that there's some emotional equilibrium that needs to take place. So what I would say is that even if you're doing things that aren't the healthiest right now, it's like people can recognize it, but at the same time, like people don't want to turn away from you. You know, people really want to be your friend. There are people who really want to nurture you. 8 of Cups. I feel like a lot of the people who want to give you love and affection and care and want to be with you feel that you're emotionally walking away. And it's because with that 10 of Swords, that something really awful happened. 10 of Cups, though. Just make sure that you're walking away from the thing that happened, and not from people, like whether it's your actual family or whether it's found family. But yeah, people feel you retracting. But it isn't, like people want to be there for you, like really want to be there for you. Justice. People want things to be made right for you. People want to do their best to make right with you. And yeah, there may be things that fell apart, but you still have things that are concrete. So like people just feel like you're walking away emotionally, and I feel like to some extent they understand why, because whatever happened was not a small thing. But it's also like people there are people in your life that just desperately want to show with everything in them that they care about you. And like you have real true friends, and you have people that, again, whether they're biological family or they're just your found family, that like they see you as family, they want to shelter you. How do others see you? I mean, some of you may have come on really hard times. Yeah, some of you have come into really hard times. I think that there are people in your life who really want you to lean on them more. With the Eight of Pentacles, some of you may have lost a job. Yeah, some of you may have lost a job. And others of you, whatever really difficult ending you dealt with, people do see you being able to, people do see you as somebody who's hardworking. Like even if you lost a job, especially now, people don't see it having to do with your lack of value. In fact, I bring it up and the Queen of Pentacles comes out. People know who you are. And when I say people know who you are, I'm saying that people know that you're somebody who's inspired and know that you're somebody that's hardworking, and people know that you're somebody that, takes control and charge of their life. If you've fallen onto hard times, I assure you the people in your life don't blame you. I mean, maybe they will in the future, or if you do continue to walk away from your health. But like, pay close attention to the things that you feel like you can't live without. Some of you just may be dealing with reduced circumstances. Some of you are. Um, and I'm getting, it's like there's some things that you're having to live without, but people want you to know that you don't have to be without support. That's what I'm getting. Because I am getting that you are extraordinarily fortunate and that you have people who really care, really care. Integrity. I don't know if you had a loss because of integrity, like maybe you did the right thing. No, what I'm getting is this is kind of more from spirit to you than about other people. With integrity, you're going through difficulty. And it's important that you do it with integrity. And that doesn't necessarily mean doing it without accepting help. But it is about being honest and real, doing the right thing, even if it's not the easy thing. So the rat came out. So the rat last year was Year of the Rat. Um, I understand that sometimes, especially if you're dealing with difficulty, you may just want to. Are you isolating yourself? Okay. Like people get the feeling that you're kind of isolating and running away from people. And I understand that sometimes when you're dealing with a hard time, one of the ways that people deal with that is with withdrawal. But you should know, like, it's like you, it's it's like you're gonna have a home to go to. I'm just getting things like home, family, So the cold heart is somebody in your family, is somebody in your friend group. I feel like your actual family and friend group is pretty solid, but people feel like you're really closing yourself off emotionally. People feel like you're walking away from people emotionally. People want to tell you that, regardless, you still have a place to come back to. And this is prosperity. Like people view you, regardless of whatever your circumstances are right now, because some of you are dealing with poverty, some of you are dealing with loss of a job. There's other losses in here as well. None of them are fun. They're all painful. Um, but people see, like, again, if something has happened to you, people know that you are worthy of prosperity. People feel like you're going to get prosperous again. Uh, and I feel like it's like there's even people who will back you, like if they can, there are people who will back you in helping you become prosperous again. You really have people who believe in you. Yeah, nobody thinks less of you. Nobody thinks less of you. Not even a little bit. Nobody thinks that what happened to you was because of you. Nobody thinks, that your losses were, people see you and that they know that there's an opportunity of health and new beginning, but there is a need to end something, like end something unhealthy. But you're lucky. You're lucky even though bad things have happened because you've got people who just will truly you like if you need them, they're going to be there. Got the book. So the bookworm is about intelligence. It can be about knowledge gaining. So it's like people can't wait until you return, like until you, like people, like when I say people are confident in you, like they can't wait for your comeback. They're actually really actively like they'd like to be a part. Not everybody in your life probably can afford it, but some people like would like to actively be a part of it. With the dragon, so with the golden dragon, the dragon, is about wealth and prosperity. So there's definitely the prosperity. Um, like people think you're powerful. People people, even though you had a loss, even though you're retreating, even though, you're grieving, and even though, you know, you just have less, people have never forgotten the power in you. But if you are using, anything because you're trying to numb the pain of a bad situation, you don't want to get in the way of your own healing. That's less from people and that's more from spirit. So I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment. I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, booking readings. It all matters. I'm really grateful. So it's time for our gorgeous and talented pile number 2. Pile number 2. And pile number 2 is get comfortable with the unplanned. So how do people feel about you? Pile number 2. Well, they could just feel that you're spontaneous, but I'm going to get more cards. How do others see you? Queen of Cups. Three of Wands. Ooh, maybe they see you planning something big for the future. So, with the Queen of Cups, people see you as somebody who's very kind, very loving, very emotionally intelligent. And they see you putting your time and energy towards something that's going to pay off but it's going to take time to pay off, that you're going to have to put energy and effort towards but it's not going to be immediate gratification. Page of Swords. So in other words, you are planning for something. So with a Page of Swords, that can be about gathering information. Oh, I feel like some of you are starting a learning journey. Like some of you may very well be going to school, acquiring knowledge, it taking time to pay off. The Four of Swords. Some of you may even be doing something in the medical field because that's regarding healing. Other than that, other people see you as it's like you're taking time, whatever it is, you're taking time to get better. You may be taking time to get healthier. Some of you specifically might be going to school for something in the medical field. Others of you but no matter what, people see you as somebody that has a long-term goal, that that is, acquiring knowledge and delaying gratification. Sorry, that just fell. It's from the wrong deck. All right, let me do that one next. How do others see you? Ace of Swords. People see you as truthful. People, again, some kind of brand new beginning. Like you're investing towards something and it's going to bring a brand new beginning, something that has to do with truth, something that has to do with honesty, maybe even something that has to do with communication. Some of you could be studying something to do with communication. But I don't know, some of you could be, learning therapy or something like that. The Star. People see you as healing, balancing yourself out, and working towards wish fulfillment. People also see you as somebody that, regardless of whether you're going into a healing field, people see you as somebody that is really healing. They also see you as somebody who's really truthful. And this one flipped over at the top of the deck too. That's, you've got two aces. Like, people really see you fighting for what you want, you know, putting energy and effort into something that you're inspired regarding. Like being, really working with integrity. Like, there's something regarding knowledge. Yeah, there's something regarding knowledge. Again, the Aquarius came out, so I'm getting like, some of you might be doing something to do with communication. Some of you might be doing something to do with healing. A lot of you are doing something to do with healing. Some of you may be doing some, you know, there may be a subsection of therapists, social workers, something along this line. But you've ended something. People see that you have ended something. Like, you, that's probably one of the things that they see you healing from. Now, I mean, this could be external, but I'm feeling like most of you, people have seen a significant transformation in you. People have seen a significant transformation in you, and they see you moving towards the future. They see you being, having a long-term goal, making opportunities for yourself. King of Swords, you're the King of Swords, yeah. So even though you are somebody that people do recognize, very kind, very soft, but you're willing to call judgment on things. I I feel like people realize, um, that you're very kind, you're very soft, and that if they cross you, you will take the sword of truth, and you will sever the tie. Like, people do not see you holding on to negative relationships. They don't see you holding on to negative situations. It's like, they do see you as lovable and very loving, but they know that yeah, there's just a hard line. It's just like, lovable, kind, melty, sweet, and then you've gone too far. So I'm getting that people in your life realize, that if they do not treat you with respect, that you will definitely, that they, that they're not safe. Um, well, it's not that they're not safe. It's just that they won't get to be around you. You know, and I think so. People see you building this happiness in your life. People even see you as finding your innocence again. Um, and they recognize that you found this after you went through a very difficult ending. Yeah, a very difficult ending. It's like you went through a very difficult ending, you found healing for yourself, and it's It's like you're then becoming healing for other people. Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands can be uncooperative. I feel like this is more of that situation that ended. Like there were people who are truly not cooperating with you. And with the Six of Cups, I feel like you just came to a point where if you're not with me, you're out. Now, uh, I mean, obviously, it's important to have different viewpoints, but I think that what I'm getting is like you. I mean, this could be like, you had a fallout between friends, but I'm not really getting that's the case. I'm getting like you're like it's almost like people see you as like you're going to make things really hard, you're not worth the effort, which is kind of harsh. But they don't see you as harsh. So I think that most everybody kind of feels like you've made the right choices, the right judgments. Um, they ultimately just see you moving forward. Like they see that you have difficulty, you're moving forward. They see like you have a difficult ending and then you heal yourself. They see like, people causing problems and, I feel like you don't even bother with those people. You're just like, but I could spend time with the people who actually care about me. Again, like you have a lot of emotional intelligence and you have a lot of pragmatism. With like get comfortable with the unplanned, I feel like yeah, you're making new plans with your life, but I'm getting that people see that you really invested in things that fell apart. You really but it wasn't the plan, but you're just going to be victorious. It's like people see you and you take whatever difficult situation and circumstances that you have, you release them, get your new beginning, and so that you can have your new beginning. Like if a situation's bad, okay, yeah. People see you as somebody that if a situation's bad, you're cutting it out of your life. And I feel like that is giving people a lot of clarity. People see that like if somebody's like bad to you, you walk away. If somebody's good to you, then you reinvest in them. If you know that even though bad things have happened in your life, that you're still able to find your innocence and happiness. It's like you're able to move forward, you're able to, when you have that difficult ending, you're just going to have a new beginning. So I feel like people realize that as well as you're doing that, you know, this might this probably wasn't plan A and it probably wasn't plan B and it may not be, any of your first level of plans. And yet, no matter what has fallen apart, they see you just getting comfortable with the unplanned, making different plans, like people just see that you have this very special wisdom in your heart There are definitely people who saw things that you may have dealt with, like with that Ten of Swords, whatever that situation is. And they, it's just that it's not that you don't deal with difficulty, but you do handle things with grace and you handle things with wisdom. And when you just deal and when you deal with a different situation and when your old plans fail, you just get a new plan. So the cold heart. I mean, I feel like I'm getting like the majority of the people in your life don't feel you'll have a cold heart. But I feel like you're definitely able and willing to move forward from people who just cause drama. So, I mean, a lot of them feel like you went really cold. But deep down, I don't think any of them think that it's unwarranted. Like, it's just like truth, you know, no lies, clarity. Feel like the people that you've cut out know why they've been cut out. And, even if they're, have some kind of feeling about it, deep down, they know why. Deep down, they don't necessarily think you were wrong. So so the pie I often get with, home. And I'm not necessarily getting that you have this overwhelming feeling of home, but I am getting like you give people like this feeling of home and comfort. I'm almost getting that you don't get it as much as you give that, but people see you as somebody that they want to have in their life for the long term. People see you as this great friend. People see you as this loving person, you know. But I feel like what it is with you is people see your resilience. People see that doesn't plan or if it's plan A, plan B, plan C, plan M. Um, they're just what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come up with a different plan. You're just going to work for what you want. So people find you incredibly impressive. They just, you know, they see you deal with difficulty and they see that you overcome it. You fight for what you believe in. You act in truth and you make new opportunities for yourself and then you take advantage of the opportunities that you make for yourself. And sometimes it's by, going and doing more schooling. Sometimes, if this isn't schooling, no matter what, because maybe some of you it's not schooling, maybe some of you are building a business, but no matter what, people see that you are making plans for the long term. And they also see that if you're going to cut out people, places, and things that don't serve you, and that on top of that, you are going to, like, whatever setback you have, it's like you already have a plan in place. Whether you do or not, maybe you're just really good at replanning, but like they see it's like they see that you're comfortable with the unplanned, or maybe just more comfortable than more people are because you just had to deal with it a lot. So I hope that this helps you. Thank you so much. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. It all helps me. And we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. Make this shiz look easy. Just because YouTube. So so when people see you, they think, they may think that you make things look easy, but I'm going to get more. How do others see you? How do others see you? Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords. So people see you as somebody who has hard boundaries. They see you as somebody who will not put up with things that are unworthy of you. They also see you as intellectual. Ace of Swords. People really, you have an amazing amount of both intellect and ability to communicate. The Knight of Swords. I just heard Avenging Angel. I don't know who that was, but it's just like you have this, truth means a lot to you. Integrity means a lot to you. You would much rather deal with the truth. Like people see you as much rather dealing with the truth. Um, yeah, you don't. It's like you want the truth. You don't want to be coddled. And when you set your mind to something, you just do it. Like people see you as somebody who is decisive. Ooh, very decisive. The Hierophant. Now the Hierophant, that's about, I mean, it can be about society, it can be regarding religion, it can be about commitment. Ooh, okay. So like when you have ideas, you take action, you're really good at ideas, really good at ideas. I'm sorry, but you're super fast in your thoughts. Apparently, even though I'm a Queen of Swords, I sometimes when channeling, it's not the easiest to be articulate. So I apologize, but you are very articulate. You are very quick-witted. You were very intelligent, and you were very committed to that. King of Pentacles, or you're the King of Pentacles. You're also represented by the King of Pentacles. You are somebody that works to set up stability, practicality for yourself. The Eight of Swords. Ooh. People may feel like, despite the fact that you care so much about honesty, you care so much about clarity, that you like move through life and you act with conviction, people feel like you have a blind spot. I will get clarity on that, what that is. Ooh. Yeah, people feel like you have a blind spot. There's some kind of thing that you're holding on to that isn't healthy. Four of Cups. There may be some kind of opportunity that that you haven't chosen, because the Four of Cups is about, just being so dissatisfied with things that you literally are unable to see the blessings that you have. So as powerful you are as you are in your mind, people see people feel like there's something you're hobbling yourself regarding, that there's something that you won't let go of that doesn't serve you. And sometimes this causes you to not take the golden chances that you have. So the Eight of Pentacles. So people do see you as incredibly hardworking. Yeah, people see you as incredibly hardworking. Tell me more about this devil. Two of Wands. Yeah. So people feel like you really need to make a choice on this unhealthy thing. I mean, some of you, that could have something to do with addiction. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but the devil, can be an addiction card. Whatever it is, like, it's like tying yourself up. Funny, Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles came out. People feel like, your blind spot, people feel like if you just work on that you're going to come to another level of competence, like maybe something like that. Like there's this thing where people do feel like you need to work on this, but like they see, but it's Eight of Pentacles is like an apprentice card. It is like working to get to that Ten of Pentacles. So people do see you as very hardworking. People do think that you can work through this issue. People do think that you can, you know, people think that you have to make a choice. Whatever it is, like people feel like you have to make a choice, but like they see it's like ultimately they feel like you can have ultimate happiness and fulfillment. But you do need to work on the things that you're letting keep you stuck, and be willing to take the opportunities um, that get presented to you. How do others see you? Pile three, the sacred journey. Yeah, people see you as being in a place where you nearly need to work and to grow, but like it's people have a lot of faith in you. People feel like you're on a journey that eventually, no matter what the thing that you're holding on to or what the thing that you have decided you can't overcome is, like, people realize that that is going to be shed from you. People don't think that you're going to be the same person. um I mean, maybe the same person, but people are aware that you have the capacity to make these things look easy. That you have all this intellectual capacity. You have, this commitment. You have, a willingness to work for who you are, and um but you do let some things hold you back, but people don't think that that's going to hold you back for long. Yeah, there is an element of this locked up heart. So you and it's and you locking up your heart, unfortunately, is putting you in a place where you can't even discern. Oh, so people feel like you know you being unwilling to open your heart is making it so that you can't discern what will be fulfilling. You just concentrate on loss. So with the Ace of Wands, like, people feel like you have a lot of creativity and passion, is what I'm getting. A lot of creativity and passion that if you choose to make this step, if you choose to walk away from the things that you already know aren't serving you, then you can just have a passionate new beginning. You should know that there are people who really love you. Like, I know it doesn't really show up with this rose quartz, but there are people who really love you, and in a very kind and unselfish way. There are reasons why you should open up, because what you are being offered is something that is very special. But people think, yeah, people think that even though, you know, you may be holding back, or whatever it is, or holding on back, like, people don't forget your value. Again, there are people who you're always going to be special to them. So the pyramid, people see you as somebody who's going to work and you're going to make your life better. You're going to, you know, keep improving yourself. Um, some people see you in a metamorphosis, but I feel like some people, and again with the snake, the snake is about shedding skin. Of course, the butterfly changes form and also, you know, goes through the pupa stage, has that cocoon. So I feel like in particular somebody wants there to be some kind of transformation with you. And maybe it's the person uh, like maybe it's a person who offered you something in the past. But either way, like people see the ability for you to grow and change. Like people see that you have this in you. You may have already done this if you don't. But people have faith in your growth. People think that you can do things that other people find it very difficult to do, and you make it look easy. So again, like there's two stars here. One is like the cutout of the other. Like there is hope and healing. There may be hope, a potential for hope and healing and a connection. Um, there could also be, okay, this is weird. Like I'm almost getting, like there may be hope and healing and the opposite of what you expected. Yeah, that might be the case. But overall, people think, you know, people think that you're powerful. People think that with the dragon, people believe in your ability to accrue wealth. People believe in your, like, people, like, you're putting the work in. People do feel like, in order to be healthy, you may need to open your heart just a little bit more because they feel like you're missing out on opportunities there, but they do see you as being this person who's putting in work, being this person um, that has these ideas and works with these ideas. Like you're somebody who ideas are so important to you, but it's like you do need to make people do feel like that you need to make decision on some things. People do feel like you're gonna get your you know people feel like you're gonna get your ultimate happiness and you're gonna make it look easy. But whatever you're letting yourself hold you back, for one, you're not as trapped as you think you are. Like you really aren't. Um, and it's okay to leave behind what doesn't serve you. All right. I appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. I'm also doing, well, I'm doing the two free readings, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, booking readings with me. So if you do want to book a reading, email me. It's in the description along with the timestamps. So, my gorgeous and talented pile number 4. Pile number 4. You got be bigger and better than your situation. And these are, I got this from a calendar that somebody gave me. It's advice from a unicorn. Justice. That would make sense with be bigger and better than your situation. Three of Swords. King of Pentacles. I feel like yeah, you've experienced heartbreak, but At the same time, um, it's like you've insisted on justice. Like, and sometimes justice is just walking away from the person who, or place or situation that causes you heartbreak. But I feel like you you had to measure things. You again with that, like there was a need for balance. And maybe that balance never happened, and therefore there was heartbreak. So you balance things by removing yourself. Um, People see you as somebody who is dealt with pain, dealt with heartbreak. Um, but they do see you as somebody that instead, it's like what you used that for, it was to become wise. Um, what you'd use that for was to connect more to the divine, to like you became more in touch with the spiritual. You became wiser, and at the same time maybe more secretive. King of Pentacles. Are you the King of Pentacles? Yeah. Um, I just heard the best revenge is a life lived well. So you have dealt with loss and like, heartbreak, but what you did with it was so much more important. People see that you used your heartbreak and became wise. Like you became wise, you became fair, or maybe you were fair. Like people see you as very fair. People see you as very wise. People know that you are working on your strength and stability. Nine of Wands. People see you. People see you whether like you're physically a warrior or not. People see you as a fighter. With 555 on the clock, that's also about change. Like I feel, you may have dealt with a lot of change, but ultimately people see you as somebody that no matter how tired you are, you keep fighting. People see you as somebody who, again, have built yourself up to be a stable person and are now earning more opportunities for greater stability. They see you as a fair person and somebody who's moving things forward. Should I take this one? I did pull out the Page of Cups, but it just doesn't feel right. All right, I'm going to put it up there anyways. I mean, some of you may have been self-indulging emotionally, and it's just what you have done is just found self-mastery. You have found, like you're much more intuitive. But I'm getting more because it could be about apologies. But I'm not really getting it. Like, can I get some more clarity on that page because I just feel, yeah. So with the Joker being the Fool. Fool is somebody who just, doesn't take their baggage with them. So, like, people see you as somebody, yeah, that you might have. If you've had moments of emotional indulgence, like, people also see you not really holding on to them. People just, see you moving forward. And again, this is a brand new stable beginning. This is moving on, without baggage. This is, having more momentum in your life. And this is fighting when you're tired, fighting, like not giving up the fight. Although the other Joker in the deck came out. So some of you are ready to, there are some things that you're ready to just give up on. Um, People see you, like, if you were fighting for a connection with somebody who broke your heart, people see you letting go of that. Celebration. So I just keep looking at the seed here. So I'm seeing, like, people see you as somebody who planted the seed of your own success. People see you reaping the rewards of what you planted. Is there any other? How do others see you? 8. Yeah. But you're definitely emotionally walking away from any situation that doesn't fulfill you. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Is there a romantic situation? I mean, I feel like it's possible that there was one. King of Queen of Pentacles is, are you going to, I almost feel like you're balancing things out within yourself. You're balancing, your more masculine aspects, which are, action moving forward, um, with your more feminine aspects, regardless of whatever gender you identify as. But with the, like, it can be more accepting, receptive, building with what you get. And I feel like you're being able to really yeah, you're very much being able to stabilize your life. Um, I get the 5 of Pentacles came out. Some of you have dealt with a lot of poverty or lack of some sort, but you're definitely, I feel like you're definitely walking away from that. And I'm like, it's like you emotionally walking away from that. I feel like also means that you're going to physically walk away from that, especially because you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. You are the abundant person. And as I say that, the 6 of Swords come out. So people see that even if you don't quite have your money where you need it to be yet, people see that you're doing all the things that you should be doing. People's and like people just see you having these new beginnings. So people see, because I feel like people feel, it's almost like people feel like you've planted these seeds and like you're offering some kind of celebration. It's weird because like you're offering this to people, because it's almost like it's not just you. But I feel like you often do things because they're the right things, because you have some, because you may just know what to do. But people see you as a very genuine person. People see you as somebody that is not is not afraid to be themselves. Not, like they see you as somebody who shows their real face, shows their real intentions. That you may not tell people everything, but you're not really hiding anything. It's almost like you're it's almost like you're not hiding anything from people, but at the same time, if they don't come to their own conclusion, like you're letting a lot of people come to their own conclusions. And people are seeing you like be that. I but again, wisdom. People see you as very wise. And this stone is glow in the dark. So they also, people feel like you know something they don't know. Like you have this ability to see in the dark. You have this ability to see things that other people can't see. And I feel like you have, spent the time, you've healed yourself, you've stabilized yourself. And I feel like you offer you offer stability to other people. You offer emotional new beginnings to other people. You offer, it's like you planted the seed to get your own joy, and and you're not just giving people flowers, you're showing them how to plant their own seeds. So like people, whether it's physical or emotional, and I feel like a lot of it's emotional, I feel like people come to you for healing. And people see you're just moving, methodically forward one step at a time, but it's like they know that you can see something that they can't see. They know that, your judgments are wise, and they know that you're somebody who's truly balanced yourself. This card usually has two pillars, dark and light, which is about balance. This, has a scale. These are the male and female versions of the same suit. Like, people see you as a teacher. Yeah. So I hope that this helps you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away two. So I feel like I needed to come back to be bigger and better than your situation. So I feel like the people in your life have seen you be bigger and better than the situations in your life. They already feel like you've gotten there. So again, sorry. Thank you. I really appreciate you. If you 6:06 is on the clock. Apparently, I'm just going to keep talking, but that might be significant for some of you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. If you do want a free reading, just make sure that you're, you know, subscribed and that you also comment, and then you're in the running. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all, and I hope that this helped.